We've got a week's worth of comics, variants, trade paperbacks, and hardcovers, all releasing June 11th, 2025, along with a jawsome new licensed property coming from IDW. Let's talk about it all right here on The Cover Story. Kicking things off this week, we're going to talk about the legendary comic creator Frank Miller partnering with Topps Comic Cards, where he's going to be recreating Marvel characters in new one-of-one trading cards that are going to be released. These aren't just going to be printed versions, these are hand-drawn images from Frank Miller himself that are going to be released out to the public. These are going to be extraordinarily rare, and if you don't know Frank Miller, he's the legendary creator behind such projects as The Dark Knight Returns, Batman Year One, Daredevil Born Again, and his creator-owned Sin City. So if you're a Frank Miller fan, this is going to be extraordinarily exciting for you. His artistic style has definitely changed as the years have gone on, and these are going to be something that are incredibly unique, so make sure you keep your eye out for these when they drop. Next up, we have IDW releasing one of their new licensed properties, which is going to be taking on the 90s property of none other than the Street Sharks. The Street Sharks were something that came onto the scene here in the 90s after the big wave of things that were really inspired by properties such as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was the hyper red and gnarly look at different animals that took on anthropomorphic features, basically, and this was the kind of like the end cap of that time frame of that level of popularity. But if you grew up in that time frame, you probably have a level of care for those things. Personally, I remember getting the Pizza Hut puppets of the masks of all the different sharks, so I'm kind of hyped for this. Time will tell what we're going to be seeing as time comes on. That's set to release here shortly. Next up, we're going to talk about the comic publisher Vault Comics. They've kind of fallen on hard times recently, and they had changed and pivoted their comic model to only associate with trade paperbacks and actually started releasing manga for the company, and have strayed away from the single issue floppy properties that they had become known for with such properties like The Savage Shores and Wasted Space. They've actually sold majority stake in their company to a company by the name of Atheon, and it looks to be that the time that we had with Vault Comics in the past, where we had really acclaimed series, has maybe fallen by the wayside. We don't know what this necessarily means for the company themselves, but they no longer have ownership rights to the company itself, the people that really kind of brought the company up, such as Damien Wessel. So time will tell in regards to what this means for the company. This could actually be a return to fame for the company, as they maybe now have new resources where they can put forth floppy issues again. It may be a sign that Vault Comics is going away indefinitely as well, though. We don't necessarily really know. I'm a little bit trepidatious on the news here. We're going to find out where this goes here moving on. But as for right now, it seems to be that Vault is not necessarily driven by the floppy sales. And for our final news topic of the week, we talked about sharks. We're going to pivot over to ducks now. Jason Aaron is going to be taking over the property at Marvel of Uncle Scrooge, Earth's Mightiest Duck. The story promises a fun satirical take on the superhero genre, with Scrooge and company gaining incredible powers and facing off against a new formidable foe. In a delightful and unexpected mashup of the classic Duckburg adventures, this is going to give some high-octane action, just as you would get from Earth's Mightiest Heroes. This is going to be an all-ages book, and it's sure to be super fun considering the creative team and the property that's at hand. For the books that I'll be picking up and reviewing this week, we're going to start with Absolute Batman number 9, written by Scott Snyder with artwork by Nick Dragotta. Aquaman number 6, written by Jeremy Adams with artwork by Michael Shelfer. Batman Dark Patterns number 7, written by Dan Waters with artwork by Hayden Sherman. Conan the Barbarian number 21, written by Jim Zub with artwork by Fernando Dagnino. Death of the Silver Surfer number 1, written by Greg Pak with artwork by Sumit Kumar. Far Down Below number 3, written by Chris Condon with artwork by Gege Shaw. Geiger number 15, written by Jeff Johns with artwork by Gary Frank. Lost Fantasy 2, written by Kurt Pierres with artwork by Luca Casalagueda. The New Avengers number 1, written by Sam Humphries with artwork by Tone Lima. One World Under Doom number 5, written by Ryan North with artwork by R.B. Silva. Robin and Batman, Jason Todd, number 1. Written by Jeff Lemire with artwork by Dustin Nguyen. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 9. Written by Jason Aaron with artwork by Juan Ferreira. Transformers 21. Written by Daniel Warren Johnson with artwork by Jorge Corona. Ultimate Black Panther, number 17. Written by Brian Edward Hill with artwork by Stefano Caselli. And finally, Ultimate X-Men number 16, written and drawn by Peach Momoko. Moving over to my favorite variants of the week, we're going to start with Absolute Batman number 9, cover F by Brian Boland. Aquaman number 6, cover D by George Perez. Death of Silver Surfer number 1, the 1 in 100 ratio variant by Joe Quesada. Hello Darkness number 11, cover B by Jenny Frison. And finally, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 9, the 1 in 50 ratio variant by Casper Wingard. For trade paperbacks and hardcovers releasing this week, I'm interested in Codename G.I. Joe, the Deluxe Edition, Book 1 hardcover. Space Ghost, Volume 2, The Council of Doom hardcover. Storm, Volume 1, Earth's Mightiest Mutant trade paperback. And finally, The Nice House by the Sea, Volume 1 trade paperback. So that's what I'll be picking up and reviewing, but I'm more curious. What's got you excited, and what will you be picking up? Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe, and be part of the panel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you next week.